place. I know we've been meeting each other on these little squares on Zooms. We're going to go from virtual to reality. So we're going to actually be together. So it's going to give you an opportunity to build some long-term relationships with people that I've had an opportunity to get to meet. I can remember, like yesterday, my mentor said, some of your best friends are going to come from this opportunity, not knowing what he meant at the time. Today, I'll tell you that's exactly what did happen. People that we have a common future with, people that we're going in the same direction. And so you're going to get a chance to have a lot of fun with the people that are going to be here this weekend. So let me start with just giving you the itinerary. Friday night, there's still time to qualify, to Mike's point. I know we got a couple ETLs that are right on the button from getting it done. So if that's you, remember, you can still qualify as an executive team leader. The cutoff is going to be tomorrow. So you're going to make sure if you get it in tonight, you're going to qualify for that dinner with the co-founders of ACN. Now, the qualification on that is going to be 10 IBOs from the beginning of October until the 11th day of November. So that's how people qualify for the dinner, all expense paid, hang out with the co-founders, mastermind with them, recognize getting an opportunity to have a ton of fun. Also, the Emerge event, there's still tickets available. Make sure you have a ticket. Now, you can always register as a guest. So if you pull up your phone, put it on that QR code, that'll take you right to a registration, and that'll give you a ticket in. Now, remember, whether you're registering as a guest, or you're registering as an IBO, it doesn't matter. You get the exact same ticket. There's no difference between the two. And I just want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get a ticket for that event. Now, we talked a lot about our Saturday night event. Now, you're going to see on the flyer, it says starts at 7. It's going to start at 6. So it's going to be at 6 o'clock. So what we've anticipated is the main event's going to stop at about 5 o'clock. Give you an opportunity to get to the gala, the reception, the Rockstar recognition, co-founder, masterminding, millionaire training event. That's going to take place at 6. But remember, it's going to be at the same hotel. So you're not going to have to leave property. It's going to be come at 9 in the morning, roll over to this event. This is going to start at 6 p.m. Doors will open. The entire event is $70, which then will include the brunch at Mike Mazur's Lake Home. You're not going to want to miss that. That's going to start at 11 a.m. On Sunday, and that's going to go to about 2 o'clock. So that's going to give us a chance to, get another opportunity to spend time together. Make sure that anybody on your team that wants to go, tonight is the last night to register for this event. So remember, you can still go to the Emerge event. There's still going to be tickets for the Emerge event. This event will shut off at midnight Pacific time tonight. So we got to get a head count. We got to get all the information over to the catering department, just so it's as exciting and as first class as all of us want it to be. So I just want to make sure, if you have any questions about this, just lean on the people you're working with, your regional director, your regional vice president, and they can make sure you have the details. Now, I know we have a number of people that have gotten Airbnbs, making it incredibly affordable for people. So look, here's my experience. Last minute people come to these events and have explosive growth. And the reason they do, they haven't, talked to anybody about what they're doing. They're coming to learn. We're going to download all the training necessary. They're going to walk out of that event and have a lot of success. So meetings that I'm doing tonight, I have an 8 o'clock, I have an 8:30, I have a 9 o'clock, all Zoom meetings tonight. And I'm going to ask anyone that I meet, if you like what you hear, come to the event in Dallas. Like, look, don't pay the $224. I would rather you come to the event and get an understanding of what we're getting involved in. Because here's what my experience is. People that go to events win. They have the knowledge, they have the belief, they catch the vision, they get the big picture of what's happening here today, and they go back and go to work. And just to give you an example, we have Mr. Al Bellington, who just hit regional director. Now, Al is out of the Florida marketplace. He jumped into our first live event that we did. He came and he was brand new to ACN, had no experience in the direct sales space, no experience in energy, no experience in telecommunication, but he went to the training and he's been able to hit the position of regional director. So we just had a big celebration for him. You're going to see him on stage at our upcoming event in Dallas alongside a Carrie Dahl that's 2 points away, Tina Ziegler, who just hit today, regional director. So we've got 3 regional director promotions going into this weekend. It's going to be an amazing event. But Al, I know we've got a lot of people on here tonight that, are looking to promote this event to people on their team. They know they're going to be talking to guests, they're going to be talking to people. And, maybe you can share from your perspective what that event did for you, how it launched your business, what kind of success have you experienced because of it. I'd love for you to take a couple minutes out and just share with everybody what those events did for you, jumping aboard here not so long ago in ACN. So the call's all yours, my friend.
Appreciate it, Pat. Yeah, guys, events are where it's at. I got to tell you, the first event I went to, I didn't know to bring any people because I was so new. But what happened was when I got there, I met all of our partners. I learned phone services, how to set them up. They even gave me some SIM cards so that when I got some customers, I could get them set up right away. I learned about identity theft. I learned about all of our services. They usually have someone there. And when you get a full day of going from one to the other, I can tell you, it just seems like you remember more in that one vacuum-packed day than you can by reading a script on in Compass or wherever you're looking at the information. So the first thing I learned was I learned how to be more knowledgeable and speak better about connecting people to the services we provide. Because then you don't start talking about discounts. You start talking about how you use them. And then I implemented them in my own home. I implemented most of the services, so I was able to speak from using and speak from being trained by our partners. So that's the first thing I would tell you. Second is the time outside the event, meeting up with the leaders. They want to pour into you. I mean, I can tell you that I've been to about 6 events, and I've always come out of it with more knowledge than I thought I could get. I figured after one event, I got to meet Patrick Mazer in Atlanta. We had breakfast together. We had lunch. He gave me so many nuggets. But the next event, I met Rick Cordero, and I learned a bunch of stuff from him. And then the next time I saw Patrick, I learned a little more from him. And then I met Mike. And then all of these leaders, and even people who aren't at the top of the team, you learn from other people that are your peers, other ETLs. And the best part about it is the feeling of family. And, I'm getting goosebumps right now because I can't wait to get to Texas because now I know so many people so much better. It's now like a family reunion for me instead of it just being a get together at ACN. To me, when I see the letters ACN, it spells family to me. And I would tell you, if you get to an event, especially multiples, but at least one, you're going to get that feeling. And it's hard to explain it because it's one of the best feelings ever. So that's really all I can tell you about getting to events. I would say do whatever you can to get there. And I guess the best part about it is when you leave the event, you're going to feel like you can conquer the world of ACN because it happened to me every time. So guys, I appreciate you letting me share. Hope it helps. Hope to see everybody in Texas and Dallas. And let's go.
Awesome, Al. Well, congratulations. And, love what you said, had an opportunity to get information from people that have already been there and done it. Learning from people that have got experience. I love that you were able to learn about all the services. We're going to have reps there from Zoom Energy. We're going to have reps there from IDCO. You're going to be able to ask questions about the wireless product that we market, things that I need to know coming into this. And I want to make sure you guys are in that same position going into the event. Now, this is a working weekend. And what I mean by that is, the entire event is designed to put you a year ahead. Does that make sense? Meaning if you just would naturally follow the system through Zoom meetings and audios and reading, it would take you about 1 year to get the same level of information you're going to get in one day. So that's really why I push so hard for people to go. And look, people can't afford not to go. Does that make sense? Meaning when people, hey, a ticket costs $400 for, to get there on a plane. Look, you can't afford not to go. You've got to be able to get that money situation taken care of, and ACN is the answer. But if you're one of those individuals tonight that said, look, I need all the details. I need my team to know all the details. Well, guess what? That's where the event's going to come in and teach, train, and coach people on how to have success in our opportunity. But if you're one of those individuals that love to help people, look, money is no longer the motivator. You get senior vice president out of the way, money is no longer the motivator. Making an impact is. Making a difference is. We're going to 20,000 reps a month, and we're looking for the leaders that take us there. We're looking for the up-and-coming individuals that want to go regional director, that want to go regional vice president, go senior vice president. And I'm watching people do things in 60 and 90 days that took Mike and I 6 months. Because they came to an event, learned how to do Zoom, and have went off and had a massive amount of success in a short period of time by anybody's standards, all because they mastered what it is they got involved in. Now, look, we know that people need hope today more than ever, that people need opportunity, and people need the opportunity to be a part of something and the encouragement. Look, I'm sure some of us had family members that didn't support us, friends that didn't support us. How many of us had one of those situations come up? Or look, I had a friend that said, look, I'll do anything for you except become your electric customer. I'm thinking to myself, that's the only thing I need you to do. I don't need you to do anything else. And, here's the reality is that this training gives you the personal development and the mindset to be able to go out and lead people and have success with people. So number one, give them a personal phone call. People have airline miles. I just had a gentleman just cash his airline miles in. He said, look, I have airline miles. I didn't travel for 2 years. I got all these airline miles. Why don't I just use them to get to Dallas? I had another young lady that got an Airbnb and started letting her team know, hey, I got an Airbnb, and all of a sudden people found a way to get there. So I have a gentleman driving, actually Adam from Minnesota and Jimmy Bohiller's team. He's picking people up from Minnesota and driving the whole way down to Dallas and picking people up along the way. He's got people going, I can't make it. I'll be over to pick you up. Don't you worry. It's on my way. I mean, this is the kind of things that people do that go on to have legendary businesses because they're willing to do whatever it takes. You know what it takes to be successful? Whatever it takes. And, we just want to give you that last minute mindset training going into this event. One, there's no saving seats. So anybody that gets there on Saturday, first come, first serve. What does that mean? That means get there early. Mike and I used to wake up literally at 4:30 in the morning and stand in line just so that we got good seats for our team. So just understand, that's what we did to get the information. And we didn't want our team to sit way in the back. We know there's going to be, thousands of people at this event. We wanted them to sit in front row or as close to the front as they can. So first come, first serve. So just remember, Saturday morning, you can get there at 7:30 in the morning, no problem. 7 o'clock in the morning, have your cup of coffee as you wait for the doors to open. And then you got the first row of seats. And here's what's exciting about that is you can literally be able to save a couple seats on either side for your team. So that way you're sitting together, you're planning, you're talking about the future together, what you guys are going to do. Now, look, how many of you know somebody in Dallas? How many of you know somebody in Dallas? I'd go to my Facebook page and I would say, where are my contacts in Dallas? And here's why. Anybody that they tag or anybody that they introduce you to, remember, they can come to the event on Saturday if they live in the Dallas metro area. So if I was sitting here tonight saying, where's my Dallas contacts on my Facebook, just so that I had a couple people to talk to on on Thursday and Friday that potentially might come meet us at the event, that would sit down, take a look at what we're doing, have the best opportunity to evaluate ACN. Meaning if I was going to evaluate ACN, I would do it from a national convention. One, I get to hear the vision of the owners. Meaning how many of us agree that's who you're in business with? I want to know who I'm in business with. Number two, they get a chance to meet senior vice presidents. There's no question they're making money. You get a chance to spend 10 minutes with a senior vice president. Their conversation is so elevated, people are going to be blown away just based on what they have become since getting involved in ACN. So I would definitely be promoting it from anybody in the Metro Dallas area. That's Fort Worth, that's Dallas. There's literally millions of people in the Metro Dallas marketplace. So again, just let it be known, if you know anybody in this part of the country, definitely give them a call, reach out to them, have them come meet you. It's $29 for the event. You know, what a great time for them to be able to evaluate an opportunity going into 2022. And so the final thing, let me pull it up. I'm getting some text messages. Let me make sure everybody has the information again for the event. Now, Mike talked about the top performers dinner. Again, that's still for anybody. There's a couple people on the bubble for that. If you get 10 IBOs in as an ETL, we're taking you to dinner. That's going to be with the co-founders and all the senior VPs and all the RVPs. Just going to be a great opportunity together. This is the QR code to get your ticket. Make sure everybody has a ticket. They can register as a guest. It doesn't matter. Guest or IBO, doesn't matter. You have the same ticket. Nobody knows the difference. Get the ticket. Make sure they have the ticket. And then tonight is the last night to register for the dinner. I don't want anybody to come on Saturday to say, man, I want to be in there with the owners. Man, I want to be with all the top producers. Understand that ticket gets you not only into the event, the Rockstar Recognition Gala, but it also gets you a ticket into Mike Mazur's house on Sunday for brunch. And again, that's going to be at the lake, right outside of the airport. You're just a handful of minutes away from the airport, but it'll be an incredible experience on Sunday. So Saturday, 9 a.m. kickoff. Gala, it says 7 in the flyer. It's going to start at 6, just to let you know that. Again, you don't have to wear a black tie, just come as you are. That doesn't matter. All that matters is we're together. All that matters is we're breaking bread together. We're recognizing people, and you get an opportunity to spend some time with the co-founders and all the top leadership into this team. And that's a $70 ticket. So between the event and to get in, it's $100 for an entire weekend of food, entertainment, and a whole bunch of education. I mean, this is a life-changing weekend. Big decisions are made at big events. This is where people make a decision. This is where people go inside themselves and come out of it and say, I'm ready to go to a whole nother level, where they're really, really motivated to do something big and something special. And that's what happened for us. And that's what happened for every single success story in this company, is they went to an event, in some cases borrowed the money to go, other cases Mike and I drove through multiple states to go to the event. We did what was ever necessary to get to the event, but more importantly, we brought people with us. So I hope that helped you here tonight. We're going to make sure that everybody has all this information going to come out. If you haven't got a text message or if you haven't got a email about tonight's call, all that basically means is that you are not on our mailer list. So you want to go to our team website. That's wealthinstitute.com, wealthinstituteinc.com. This is where you're going to get all the updates on everything that's happening for the team. So if you take a look at the bottom, this is where you sign up for all the information. And so again, that is going to give you the newsletter. That's going to give you the text message. There's Tina Ziegler here on our Facebook page. Right there is what she looks like, folks. Newly promoted Regional Director Tina Ziegler. You're going to get a chance to meet her, hear her story, hear Al's story. Carrie Dahl, I know you're on here. Carrie Dahl is literally a couple points away. Let's cheer Carrie Dahl on. Let's go ahead and give it the chat. Say, Carrie wants you to go RD. She's here today with us. Carrie, we're really excited. We can't wait to celebrate you and also have you on that stage and telling that story of yours for everybody to get a chance to see. There's Carrie. Hey, Carrie, congratulations. We're super fired up for you. Women are winning in ACN, folks, so I want you to know everybody has a fighting chance to go all the way. And just excited to see all of you guys. Let's take a bunch of pictures, take a bunch of videos, make sure you have all that. That's so powerful, especially when people are looking at what you're doing on social media. Hey, traveling to Texas to learn from my multi-millionaire mentor. Stuff like that attracts people. Does that make sense? They're like, what are you doing? You're getting on airplanes, you're flying across the country. Yeah, I want to know what you're up to. And that's going to give you an opportunity to get some more people into your team. So I hope this helped you guys tonight. Fired up to be together. Super excited to see all of you guys. Safe travels to Texas, and we are going to have an unbelievable week.